Alright, so today we're going to be meeting the fleet. So I'll be going through my different locos in the order I got them, and yeah, I'll just be telling you a little bit about them. So let's get straight into my first one. So this here, oh, that's the wrong way. Here she comes. If she can get in the middle of the shot. Beautiful. So this is a Hornby Class 59, which it wasn't my first ever loco, but it was my first loco that wasn't an O for O. And it's also the first loco I ever put a DCC chip in. So it is my number one on my remote. Alright, so I got this one about 10 years ago, I think. It was actually a replacement for a faulty Class 73 I used to have. And so then this came in and replaced it, and to be honest, it has been running fantastically for the last 10 years. I did have to put a bit of extra weight in it because it was quite a light loco and the engine isn't too powerful. But I put some, I think some heavy bolts and some other random batteries, I think, in it. And ever since that, has been, helping it run so much better. And to be honest, it's just been a consistent, great runner for its price. Obviously, it's not the highest quality model. It is quite a cheap, basic model. But for what you get, it's excellent value for money. So I'll quickly send this around for a quick lap, and let's have a look at her. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't do the longest of little runs. I might just do a quick little one like that, because I do have a lot to cover, and if I did have a big run with each loco, it would take a very, very long time. But there are other videos with pretty much all of them running. So if you look around, there should be some footage of them all going around. But let's get into our second little loco. If she comes on in, she's quite a long one, so hopefully she can fit in the shot. Just. Okay, so this is a Hornby Class 153 in a Riva Trains livery. I got this, I can't even remember when I got this one, probably I'd say seven or so years ago. It was the second ever DCC loco I got. It was also the first one with lights. So if once we get it going around, we'll see the lights. But this was I was so in love with this loco. It doesn't get as much run nowadays because I can't really clip it with anything. So I like having big freight trains and lots of coaches and can't really run it. It's a little DMU, but the value for money anyway was fantastic. It's just a beautiful little 153. I think the reason I got this was back in the day, I think when I was like 13 or 14, I watched a Intercity 82 video, and then he reviewed one of these. And then in it, he was like, oh my god, get one of these are great. And then for Christmas, I was like, yes, give me one of these. But she runs perfectly. She doesn't get as much, I guess, time as she should get. But she's a fantastic little loco. So let's send her around. Alright, so let's get the next one in. Here she comes. Oh, come on, a little bit more. Oh, too much. Oh my goodness. So this is a Thompson Big 1 class, and to be honest, it is probably my most run locomotive by far. When I got this, it was like my first steam engine ever, and then once I saw like the beautiful little rods and all the linkage down here, I just could not stop looking at it. I would run this endlessly, and it is such a great model. Like even the paintwork on it is just so gorgeous. And I saw this in the shop, and I was like, I need that, and to be honest, I do not regret it. It is such a good little engine. Oh, I also got a fun little fact about this one. So I used to have a Javelin 395 as a kid, and it worked well, but then the second you wanted to DCC it, it just broke. And so then I took it back to the shop, and then I got a refund, and so this loco and the next one were both paid for with the money for a Javelin 395. And to be honest, this is just fantastic. So we'll give her a little bit of juice, but just look, can't get over just how nice she is. But yeah, let's send her on her way. Oh, she's facing the wrong way. Oh god, I have to flip her. Here we go. Let's get her going. Alright, so let's bring the next one in. It does make a bit of sound when it moves. I think it's got a bit of an engine problem somewhere, but here she comes. She wants to focus. Focus, focus. There we go. So this is a Class 50 by Hornby. It's in the Network Southeast livery, and it is dauntless. So this, again, is another loco that was inspired by an Intercity 82 video. I saw his video and I was like, yes, I want this. But I bought this the same day as I got my B1. And yeah, it was both from the refund from the Javelin. So getting these two locomotives for the price of one, the kind of longer electrical train, yeah, not too bad. But I love this train so much. It was like the highest detail one I had. Like the cab doors open, and that was like, whoa. As a kid, that was crazy. It has a fan up here that spins as well. It doesn't spin anymore, but it used to spin, I can tell you that. And even just like the detail on it is fantastic. Sprung buffers, and that's also got just such beautiful detail. And to be honest, this is one of my favorite little locos. I would run it all the time. It's been featured in quite a few little videos, I think, but she does need some repairs urgently. I also just noticed she's missing a buffer. I've never noticed that. Oh my god. Yo, where did your buffer go? No. No. Where did it go? It's just this part, but... oh god, she is a bit of an old loco. She's been hanging around for quite a few years, so... you know, it's not surprising, but okay, that needs to be replaced. But yes, let's send her around. And yeah, she'll be quite a noisy runner, but... I guess that's what you gotta deal with. Alright, so here comes the fifth locomotive. I can't remember at all when I got this. Just making a few sounds. There we go. Oh, I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see it better. So this is a Hornby Class 31. It came weathered as well. It has a beautiful fan. It has opening doors, sprung buffers. It's genuinely such like a... oh, it's not on the track properly. That's what was making the sound. But yes, it was such a beautiful loco. I can't even remember why I got this. Like, normally I would go for like exciting, colourful trains if you looked at my ones before, and this is kind of just a, you know, mid-60s kind of British rail little loco. But it just blew me away with the quality, and it runs so well, and I just really love this loco. I like all of them, to be honest, not surprisingly. But even just the details on this, it was also my first weathered one as well. So when I got it weathered, I was like, whoa, look how cool it is, it's weathered. But yeah, she's a beautiful little runner. I honestly don't use it too much. Like when I have like diesel trains out, I normally will use my Class 50 or my Class 59, but you know, this needs to be run a lot more. It is such a beautiful little runner. It's got amazing little lights. I think one of the lights, unfortunately, is a bit messed up, but I will open her up and try and get that working sometime soon. But yeah, let's send her around. Well, that's the wrong way. Alright, let's get the next one in. She's reversing. Nope. Here we go. So this is... oh, she can just fit in. Okay, so this is probably the most famous locomotive of my whole collection. So this is the Hornby Tornado. It is a railroad one, I mean. And I remember when I got this, I didn't realize it was railroad. Then at the last second, I was like, oh god, no, it's railroad. Why did I buy a railroad? But then, even if it is a railroad, it is still a beautiful loco. It doesn't have the best engine. I think it's a ring filled in it. It doesn't have spring buffers, but still, the detail's amazing. Just love the little linkage down here. And this and my B1, they get run a lot together. I think this also is probably my... I'd probably say it's my second most run locomotive. I just love this thing. Just the livery's great. It's just a beautiful big steam engine, and I want to see it in person. Since it's like obviously the most recently built steam locomotive, it's around, it's going, and someday hopefully I'll get to see it. It's a bit hard in Sydney, Australia, to actually see it, but we got time one day. But yeah, let's send her around. Alright, let's get loco number 7 in. Here she comes. So So very recognizable. No, it's not the mallard, but looks very similar. It is the great Snipe, if you can look over here. So this is a Hornby A4. I got this for my 16th birthday, but then it has a bit of a funny story because just after I got it, within like an hour of running it, it started making really loud sounds, and then about another hour later, it just stopped working. And then, to be honest, I kind of got really frustrated with that. I just got a new loco, and then it stopped working, and it really frustrated me. Then I kind of put away the hobby for 4 years, and I only got this working about last week, but now it works, and this is kind of like the first time I've really been able to use it, and my god, is this fantastic. I've always wanted an A4. I used to have them everywhere as a kid, and now I have one that works. It is just so gorgeous, so high quality, like all the detail over it is just so amazing, and I just love looking at the little rods, and just, it's just such an iconic little train. And yeah, now it runs. It's been a dream. Now this is by far the most run thing I have now. Obviously I used to run the other ones a bit more because this didn't work, but now that it does work, I will probably be running this non-stop. It is, I love it. I love it. So if we give it a bit of juice, let's send it around. Alright, let's get the next one in. There's actually, it's not moving. This one does have a few little errors, even though, well, not errors, I mean, it's having a few little motor issues at the moment, which is a shame, because I did buy it in January of this year. So, oh my god, stop stopping, come on. Okay, she's braking a little bit, come on. You can make it. You can make it. Oh, there she is, there she is, there she is, stop. Stop, come back. Okay, she's not moving. She's having a bit of trouble at the moment, so she will need to be opened up. But as you can see, this is one of the new tool Hornby Terriers. So I got this in January, so it's very recent, so it's about 3 or 4 months old. So it's a bit of a shame that it is actually having some issues at the moment. But I'll open it up, give her some more oil, you know, see what it's like inside, clean her up, and hopefully she'll be running beautifully. But this, I just love the livery in this so much. I feel like I say that about every loco, just how much I love them, but I love them all equally. But this, I got it, yep, a lot more recently than other ones. My last one, my A4, I got 5 years before this. So there's a bit of a 5-year hiatus between the A4 and this. But I got it this year, and I got it from a new hobby shop that I'd never tried before. And it's kind of far away, but it had some amazing stuff. It's the first time I'd ever seen Bachmann branch line in Australia. Even though I didn't buy a Bachmann, I did buy this. But this little terrier is such a gorgeous little loco. I just love so much about it. I just love how beautiful the little work is. And you get some wagons behind it, and it's gorgeous. So let's see if we get it going. Oh, hello, a bit jittery. Oh, there we go, she's broken, come on. There we go. Oh, she stopped again. There you go. Alright, so let's get the lucky last loco in. She pops in frame. Okay, so she arrived today about 10-12 hours ago, I'd say, and it is a Hadden Class 66. So this is probably by far the nicest loco I have. It is also the newest, so it's not surprising. The most expensive, also not surprising, but it is just the highest quality thing I own on my motor railway. It just has like little axle caps that spin as well. It's got cab lighting. It's got so many different things. It isn't DCC chips yet. It's that new. So once that happens, I'll be able to play around with all the cab lights and all the different lights. But this is probably just the nicest loco I have. The Haddens, I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing a lot of things right. And I just love this. And I've been running all day, and I'm just gonna probably run it all night too, because it's just that great. And even on DC, it runs so nice. Yeah, so whilst this is my newest one, I don't really have too many stories with it. I have owned it for not too long. So let's send it around, have a look. And yeah, this is the last little loco.